Welcome back to my 7th episode of my 12-part series recapping my life in Japan. In July, I continued volunteering at the Fuji View Hostel, and honestly, this was my favorite place to volunteer. Kicking off July, one of my first stops was the Kubota Itchiku Kimono Museum. If you haven't heard of it, it's an incredible place dedicated to the work of Kubota Itchiku, a master of creating intricate kimonos using a lost dyeing technique called tsujigahana. The kimonos on display were breathtaking, each one a piece of art that captures the beauty of nature and the changing seasons in Japan. The whole atmosphere of the museum, nestled in a tranquil forest setting, really sets the mood for appreciating these works of art. It was such an inspiring experience, and I spent hours just taking it all in. While in Kawaguchiko, I also took some time to enjoy the Lavender Festival in Oishi Park. The colors were so vibrant, and it was the perfect way to unwind and soak in the local culture. Fuji-san was a little bit shy, so I couldn't really see her that well. One of my absolute favorite days this month in Kawaguchiko was the epic car ride to the Izu Peninsula with Issei and Joanna. The weather was absolutely perfect, and I loved that we would stop along the highway on ekimachis, and then we would buy different snacks and drinks. First, we explored the wasabi fields of Ikadaba. It was my very first time seeing how wasabi grows, and the colors of green was just so amazing. Our next stop was this little cute area with some famous waterfalls. And believe it or not, we could have some wasabi ice cream. And to my surprise, it was really good. At this point, we were starting to get hungry, so we found a spot that was famous for wasabi don, aka wasabi bowls. I have never eaten so much wasabi before, and actually grating my own fresh wasabi was a lot of fun. It was surprisingly tasty, but kinda strong. We also found this incredible hidden onsen inside a cave. Such a dream. The best part, we could switch between the hot onsen and the cold river. A perfect balance of relaxation and adventure. To top it all off, we ended the day at Shirahama Beach. It was a little bit cold and windy, but that didn't stop Joanna or I at all.
Hey Vicky, I I know you can hear me right now. And you're fucking awesome. And I love you. And please take care.
Then it was time to pack up my life in Kawaguchiko and head to Tokyo. Whenever I'm in Tokyo, I make sure to visit my favorite Japanese family. They become like a second family to me, and spending time with them is always a highlight. The next day, I went to the airport and I was excited to welcome Marte, my friend from Norway who was visiting Japan for the first time. We did a bunch of stuff, but I didn't film much because I wanted to enjoy the time together. Our first day was spending exploring a Kiyosumi garden, visiting shrines, temples, and of course some sightseeing around the hotel. We even squeezed in karaoke, because why not? The next morning I had to go to the doctor because I fell after the karaoke and I hurt my hand. It luckily was not broken, I just had to keep it still for a week or so, but that did not stop us from enjoying Tokyo. Because Shinjuku and Harajuku were next on our list, we soaked in the city views from the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, had ice cream, visited the iconic Meiji Jingu Shrine, and of course did some shopping along Takeshita Street. And of course, you can't visit Tokyo without going to Tokyo Disneyland. The park is just as magical as you'd expect with Classic Disney attractions, characters, and parades. What I loved most was how everything is so well organized, and the Japanese attention to details make the experience feel even more immersive. Marte actually forgot her phone at one of the toilets, and we were looking for it, but it wasn't there, and Marte was of course freaking out, but I was so sure it would be returned to Lost and Found, and it was, and we retrieved it with no problems. Some other things that we did that I did not film was I went to Asakusa, I collected more goshuins, we enjoyed some awesome fireworks in Adachi, the Sunshine City Aquarium, a cat cafe, tried out the earthquake simulator in Odaiba, and then we went to Sendai with the Shinkansen. There we visited the Sendai Dai Kannon, the tallest statue of a goddess in Japan. We took the elevator up and explored 108 Buddha sculptures inside. It was really cool. After Sendai, we went to Zao to stay at the Zao Kokusai Ryokan. It was a traditional Japanese hotel which was absolutely stunning. Our room had tatami floors and western beds, such a cozy mix. The area was perfect for relaxation and dinner was beyond delicious. And the onsen there? Pure luxury. In Zao, we took the Zao ropeway up to some jaw-dropping mountain views. After staying in Zao, we went to Yamagata, and there we took the Shinkansen back to Tokyo and checked into our hotel for the rest of the trip. We did some last-minute shopping at Don Quixote and made a stop at Chisa's mom's place to grab some of my stuff before we're gonna return to Norway. Our last day together in Japan was in Akihabara for some shopping and then Shinjuku for a cozy sake bar. Then it was time to go. After packing everything, we headed to Haneda Airport. The flights were long and I couldn't sleep at all, but hey, that's a part of the journey, right? And then we ended up back in Norway. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And I will see you in the next one. Mata ne!